And I'm gonna move us to the cool dungeon map.
Cool dungeon map.
I did some work on the fog, so it might.
It looks crazy right now.
It looks like way too much is revealed.
It's like a funky checkerboard.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. It's
I see like an intestine.
I see Yoshi.
Yeah, you guys are all. Everybody's stacked up on top of each other in that red room.
it's whoa. Oh, there we go.
Red
yeah, I
room.
can see a lot of the map.
Red room.
It's not explored, but not revealed.
Yeah, I think this is all places we've been.
Yeah, that's the point. My view has revealed more than it's supposed to, but that's okay. I don't care.
Oh, I see. Well, that's right. I'm supporting my Twitch friends. How do I do that? Nice one. So bright white.
But yeah, you've explored every single possible place except for that big fancy door that you shied away from over by the dirty pool water altar.
Well,
If you-
let's go to the fancy
Yeah,
door.
If you want, I'll teleport you guys right back in front of it.
Are you recording right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Just wanted to check.
Oh,
So
I forgot my
zap. I've moved you guys over here. Welcome back. Do you guys have any? We also identified that stuff that you found in the floaty room. There was a wand of shocking grasp, a scroll of, I believe, burning hands,
Running hands.
and everything else was mundane. You haven't had a chance to really look through the book yet, which I can describe now. And the wine seems mundane. Not, it actually, I mean, it's hard to tell how old it is necessarily because nobody really cares about dating wine anymore, or not until recent times, I guess. But it's definitely been worked on. This is not a like sealed bottle of wine. Someone has drunken did on it. I think that's true.
I think Lindor probably walked the whole way back with his nose.
stubbing his toe on corners and rocks and stuff.
I mean, you know, it's like a teenager with their phone. Like you can start where you're going. You know, you don't.
Yeah, the wine is definitely unsealed, but it's not. There's not a lot missing. It's like maybe someone had a glass out of it.
If it's unsealed, is it vinegar? Because it doesn't take long after you unseal it for that to happen.
No, it's like it maybe has been opened today within.
Okay.
So okay, the book is written in a language you don't know. Make a linguistics check, buddy.
Ooh.
Oof. It's a secret to everybody.
I feel like I really just let everybody down.
I feel very disappointed right
I
now.
have one job, Allendor.
Austin, your mic is not down.
He's not using that mic anymore.
Oh, he sounds a little distant.
That's...
All right.
Come back to us.
That's just emotionally.
But the thing you can read out of the book is there are lots and lots of pictures in it.
Pictures.
They appear to be illustrations of very, very menacing looking creatures full of teeth and fangs and claws and bites and chomps. They are being incredibly violent to lesser beings. But other
Can I
than
recognize what any of the creatures in the picture are?
lots like very, very typical kind of things. Like when you think of monsters, you think of dragons, you think of like giant squirrel, like squiggling worms, like sandworms from Dune.
Okay.
You think
I
of
thought you were gonna say giant squirrels.
giant squirrels.
I mean,
Things-
I
you-
hate squirrels,
you
so that
think-
would be a menacing monster.
Yeah,
Aw.
you think of mimics. You think
Why do you
of-
all hate squirrels?
They're awful. Just awful. Not to mention they set up like a nest outside my bedroom window in high school. And so for the entirety of squirrel like activity season, they were constantly making noises. They're quite territorial. They're known to throw things at people. I have been hit by stuff thrown by squirrels. Just, and they think they're really big shit, but they're not.
Okay, I'm sorry I asked.
But you can't make out any of the text. There's just all these illustrations of horrible monsters, and then like close up, kind of detailed drawings of like their claws or like the way their jaw structure is. You see like a giant like snake that looks like it's made out of bones that has this like unhinging jaw.
It's creepy.
The whole book itself is probably relatively valuable. Not ignoring the content of it. It's made out of really nice materials.
So Lindor totally blanked on the words part of it, but can he get anything from the pictures?
Make a heal check.
Heal.
Because this has to do with great.
Really an evil book.
What is a heal check? Let's see. Oh, she's very good at this.
We are solid.
Oh wait, are we all supposed to make a heal check?
If you
I was just seeing how low it would get.
pass it around.
Where is it? Sorry.
It's under your skills.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Under handle animal.
Ha ha.
Oh.
Ha!
Ha. Junkin, you're all looking at this, and it's really, it's hard to look at because it's extremely violent. The illustrations are particularly gruesome.
We haven't been desensitized by the internet.
Well, not yet.
That's coming up.
So it seemed, but to you, it seems like this. It looks like it's trying to be like almost like a biology book, like an anatomical book, but it really isn't. It's not scientific at all. It's very artistic, rather than
Like Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah, it's not that. It is. It's trying to. I don't know. It's hard to say. It's like this doesn't appear to you to be like observational drawings. This appears to you to be like extremely nice, but still made up. If that makes sense.
So it's okay. It's art based on education.
Creative.
Yeah, it's like if somebody wanted to make an anatomy book but didn't know anatomy, they just drew skeletons based on what they thought they looked like.
Like that pregnant lady with the baby in her.
Yeah.
Nobody
Okay.
knows what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
Not even a little.
That the person who drew that had
Well-
an actual human.
I've made a lot of drawings of Adam in a Speedo.
Mhm.
And
Uh-huh.
it's pretty much exactly what I would imagine it would be like, but I can't confirm it.
Yeah.
I'm so like I want to go down this rabbit hole right now, but I'm trying to stay up
Kevin, just email me those pictures and I'll let you know if they're accurate.
Okay.
All right.
Feel free to carry on.
That was a wash.
there.
And the door, it's got power words like go, be awesome, be angry.
Yeah.
All right.
So can I keep this book?
You sure can.
Okay, I'm keeping.
Oh,
I'm gonna
fight you for that?
Yeah.
You can't
Gotta
even.
take it to his
You
heart.
can't
Can
even
other
read
people
it.
touch it without hurting? Like, why did you make us do a heal check? Was it gonna hurt us?
No, the heal check was for you guys to determine that these were or weren't anatomically correct drawings,
Oh, and I figured out they were anatomically correct.
or that they weren't.
Oh, well, somebody else take this book. Dude, Ken can only look at pictures. He doesn't really know how to
You
read.
have confirmed it is an art book.
Lindor has a book bag. He's gonna put it in.
Okay. Doomkin throws it over to Elendor.
Cool. He's got 2 butts.
Alright.
I'm confused by that.
You like his butt head?
I'm just confused. Okay, sorry.
So Lindor is gonna start double checking his equipment and stuff. And he's gonna be like, well, folks, given the inhospitability of the current denizens of this cave, perhaps we should be well prepared for whatever lies beyond this well-wrought door. Me.
Yeah, like traditionally, as you've been moving about the place, all of these big stone doors have mostly kept it pretty quiet. Like you don't really hear what's going on in the next rooms until you get right there and stick your ear on it. And not a lot of these combats have taken super long, so it doesn't seem like there has been any kind of alarm or anything raised so far.
Did we listen? We'd listened to this door and we couldn't hear anything. Is that right?
I don't know. See if
I'm gonna
that's
listen to the door. See if I can hear anything on the other side of it. Because...
You sure can't.
All right.
So you don't hear anything?
He sure doesn't.
All right, let's go through.
Little angry friend.
Just
All right.
barrel it down.
We're going through the
Bang,
door.
Bang bang.
Bang bang. Boom boom. Kicking it open, Birdie style.
It's made of stone. But...
How do you think I got these arthritic knuckles, if not for hitting stone?
Knocking on doors aggressively. All right. Cool. Here's a big
Videos of
room.
monks putting up paper on a concrete wall and then
Ooh,
punching
cool.
paper.
You can't see any tokens, but there are going to be some. Let me read you this box text.
Box sex time.
Man, Sherlock's
What's
gonna set off all the traps. This huge room looks nothing more than an immense underground cathedral. Stone doors stand to either side of the main entrance, but beyond this, the walls are carved with strange, spiky runes. In the center of the room is a large pool with a ring of polished human skulls balanced on stone spikes arranged in a circle around
Nice.
a deeper
Fancy.
midsection. At the far end of the room...
Question.
yes.
Oh, wait, you should finish. Sorry. Never mind. I'll keep it to myself. I'll write it down.
At the far end of the room, a pair of stone stairways leads up to a pulpit on which sits a second pool, this one triangular and filled with churning, bubbling water that looks almost like translucent lava. It's the big Dorito-looking thing at the other end of the hall. While the wisps of that look like heat and steam rising from this strange orange liquid, the room itself is deathly cold. What is your question?
Is it possible to tell the difference between skulls of different races just by looking at them?
Yes.
Do elf skulls look different than human skulls, and etc.?
They
or
do.
are all humanoid skulls the similar?
They're
Prettier.
they're similar to an untrained person. Like,
Okay.
In that training will be skill checks.
Okay, because you said they're human skulls, and immediately I went, but there are lots of humanoid races. How do you know that they're people skulls?
We don't. This is an untested truth. There is a creature in the room, kind of up over here by the big boiling Dorito. Is a very tiny looking creature wearing a dress with big horns and wings.
The dress has big horns and wings.
No, the creature does.
Oh,
when you come barging into the room, it lets out this shriek, this tiny little, not particularly scary, shrill shriek.
Is it like a toddler shriek?
No, I know what it is.
It's an interest.
I know what the sound is. I already know.
No.
Yes, I do.
Oh.
I do.
You can't gif the sound though.
I know, but I can share this link with you guys, and you can all go look at it, and you can see for yourselves. This is the sound.
Okay, I'm following through.
Oh, it's that frog. Yes, I love him.
Oh yeah, they talked about this on John Oliver.
The desert rain frog. I love him. Oh,
I told you I knew the angry squeak it was.
yes.
It after it lets out the screech, and then it brandishes this. To it is probably a big imposing knife. To you is probably not very threatening at all.
Would it be threatening to Bud?
More threatening to Bud. Because Bud is a small creature. This is a tiny creature.
Yeah.
And it shrieks at you in a language that Alandor actually knows. But
Well,
I need
it's actually more impressive when he doesn't know a language.
I need you to make a linguistics check regardless.
Everybody or just Alandar?
Just Alandor. Oh, neat.
Oh.
He knows.
All or nothing.
You've never heard this before because you have you've done some studying on what it might sound like or how the pronunciation would work, but she shrieks in Thessalonian. Something about daring to intrude upon the mother's sanctum. She brandishes this knife across her arm, and a big old spurt of blood drops out into this big lava Dorito, and it starts to boil and react vigorously.
Some big old demons about to come out of this.
Yeah. And then
All right, so Sherlock's gonna go ahead and address him. He'll go, now, hon, you don't need to do that. I know life may be rough, but you don't need to go on hurting yourself.
everybody make a sense motive check.
Is would Elendor know from studies if the mother is a lesnist or that is a separate, a whole different thing?
I got no idea what you said. You left your microphone.
The mother is a lesnist. The statue we found, is that related to the mother?
Make another history check. Also, yeah, I don't know what's up with your mic. It's just awful now.
Yeah, you're very quiet.
Okay, so while everyone's doing talking and stuff, that bubbling stuff, I'm gonna go ahead and try to purify it, whether it works or not.
The boiling crystal clear lava?
Yep. I want to try to get it before it has time to have an actual reaction.
How about now?
Maybe just
Let's see.
I can't hear you at all through the thing.
What if I turn it all the way down?
I can only hear
How
you
about now?
through you and me in the room together.
Turn it up.
I don't think
Turn it
anybody
down.
can hear you.
Turn it.
I can hear you.
Can
I think through Megan's mic, not through his.
Hold on.
himself.
Let me turn off mine. We'll see.
Oh,
Yeah, I can hear you.
because it says unholy water and similar food and drink of significance is spoiled by purify food and drink.
Okay. Make a caster level check.
Deal.
Oh
Ah, man.
boy. All right. Alandor did great on the sense motive. Sherlock did great on the sense motive.
Birdie did good.
Oh, geez, Verdi did very good. Okay, all right. So a lot of things are happening at the same time now.
Okay.
She is definitely menacing, and the bubbling from the pool is reacting, and this thing crawls its way out of it. But this tiny little demon thing, seems to like react surprised at the process in a kind of unknown, real way.
I can't actually see the Dorito thing you were talking about.
I can't either.
I just kind of went with it.
Oh,
I can't see it either.
Sorry.
Yeah, I can't.
Go back, Sherlock. I'll fix it. This is
Testing.
Hello, you're back. This is another situation where they made a wall that I don't believe is a wall. So boom.
Hey,
Found
Dorito.
Hey, Doritos.
And then the little token. I'll move him. There's the little demon thing.
Oh, it's another Sin Eater.
Yeah. Okay. So the purified didn't work. Alandor, make a religion check.
Can anyone else purify the thing before she
think I
makes more evil things come out of it?
I think
I don't
have
think
it.
you're going to be able to.
Yeah, they're both menacing at you, so we're going to do some initiatives here in a second. Alandor, because of the fact that you're in a cathedral and that there was that altar outside, as well as the dirty, raucous water, you think that the mother she is referring to is a deity called Lamashtu. Who is known to be the mother of all monsters. So that's fun. Anyway, it's violence time.
Initiatives?
Yeah.
Birdie. Initiative.
Clearly, I was paying attention to those pretty skulls in the pool.
They are nice. Why am I getting beeps? I turned beeps off.
Beeps, the creeps, the sweeps.
No more beeps. Okay,
Oh.
Everybody's in.
I think my initiative should be +2. I think it goes up by 1 per level.
Yeah, I think so too for me.
I'm less sure about that for Verdi.
Oh, it's level divided by 2. Okay.
Yeah, it won't be. Yeah, you get bonuses earlier than you're supposed to based on math, because you always round up to 1, but down every other time. Bud's first. Bud, your purification thing didn't seem to work. You're also not 100% sure that's water, actually.
Yeah, well, never hurts to try.
Except for when it does.
Well, that is 100% accurate.
Thank you.
Okay, let me see. I've got a good feeling about this. I'm going to go ahead and just bless everybody.
Thanks.
Okay, I'll take it.
That's it.
All right, y'all.
Can I stand where I'm standing, by the way? Since I'm small, can I stand in a half square?
That's fine, yeah.
Okay.
My go-to rule is anywhere that the game will let you stand based on the wall blocking is fine.
Okay.
Except for when Rachel manages to get herself on the walls.
Between the walls?
Between the
Somehow.
walls.
Which is
In it.
sometimes common. Did you want to move anywhere? Or you said you're happy where you are?
Actually, I'm going to scoot it. Well, no, I'm happy. I'm good. Happy. Done. Turn over.
Question. Does Birdie still have mage armor from our last battle, or do I need to debuff that?
You should still have mage armor.
Great. Okay, just wanted to confirm.
Mage armor lasts 2 hours, and you've not really even been down here that long total.
Awesome. Oh, I can hear myself through Austin's mic.
I'll turn the gain down a little. All right.
Okay. It's still there, but I guess it's better.
I'm like, so Austin's mic's picking you up, but not Austin?
Basically, yeah.
It's a perfect setup.
The reverse
Okay.
cowboy.
My voice
Okay.
is carrying
Everything but me.
Okay.
through things.
Makes sense.
Rudy's next. That's me. Sorry. Okay. Can I? So I think this is water, but I don't know that's water.
That looks pretty assuredly like water. The stuff in the big boiling cauldron pit up top also looks like water, but it's orange and it's roiling and it's very cold.
I thought you said the whole room was cold.
The whole room is cold, but it seems like that cold is coming from the big Dorito.
Okay. Well, I don't know that that's water, and there's a bunch of skulls in it, so who the fuck knows how those ended up there? So I'm not going to go through the water because I don't know what the fuck that is.
So the
Probably a
last
good
time,
idea.
we saw a big blue thing with skulls and Yoshi jumped in it, it was water.
I am unwilling to base my decision making on the last time.
I don't really want Yoshi to die, so
running. Like if I do nothing but run in a turn, how far can I move?
If you move in a completely straight line, 4 times your speed.
Completely straight.
Okay, and Adam, do you have a counter, or can you do a counter for bless again?
I already did.
Okay, I couldn't see it, but
Cool.
thank you.
All right. I'm gonna take my 5-foot move because I'm not perfectly healthy, so I don't want to get too far from everybody. And then I want to try to hit the little thing with my sling.
So, before you decide on that, I don't have any touch heals left, by the way. All of my heal will be like a radius.
Okay. I still don't want to get too far away.
30 feet.
Okay. I mean, it's going to have to move down towards us to try and attack us, so I'd rather be enough that other people can get in towards him quickly.
Okay.
Rather than be hanging out here, and who knows what else is going to come out, you know?
That's
Anyway,
true.
so my sling, I want to hit it. My critical range is 20, and the range is 50 feet, which means I can totally hit this thing, right?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, cool. I try to hit it.
Cool. It is still flat-footed. It hasn't acted, so you do hit. Yeah.
The tiny one, not the
tiny
big
thing.
one.
Yeah, the tiny thing.
Cool. Does that knock it into the lava?
Yeah. It might.
Uh-oh.
That would be cool.
Or
Maybe.
terrible.
Or it'd make like,
Or
because there's a lot
terrible.
of blood in that thing. It
You
might
guys
make giant.
don't do that. I need to talk to it. It's the only place I have to practice my Thessalonian.
The sling bullet, hits it squarely
Mhm.
and just doesn't seem to affect it in any way.
Oh. It's a barbarian.
That's the end of Birdie's turn.
That's the end of Verdi's turn. Alandor, you're up.
Alright. I guess. Do you want to be big, Birdie?
Make sure like big.
He would hate that.
Why
He would
would
just
you-
use
why would you
reduced
curse me
person.
like
If you make me big, it means I can hit harder, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but you'll be easier to hit.
Yes, also yes.
My AC right now is 22. So what will it being big do to the possibility of me getting hit exactly?
You would be one easier to hit.
So 21.
Those are pretty good odds.
Yeah.
Well, Alan Gore can choose to make her big, and I mean, is
It's
he
not.
asking?
It's not going
Birdie?
to change Verdi's plan.
I guess partly what I'm asking is, I can hear myself so much through yours. Can you change the sound input of it so that it's not as whatever?
It's on cardioid already. Like it shouldn't be picking you up
Oh,
that much.
okay.
I'm pretty sure you can mute him specifically.
If you have it on Cardoid, you're too far away from it. Most likely.
I can't figure out how to mute him. I can only figure out how to mute me. How to mute me. Maybe it's under. Oops, I'm not inviting you. Participant.
How's this?
Aha! Aha!
Did
Have I
you hit
muted
it?
you?
I'm turning the gain all the way down.
No, I did not mute him.
Yes, that's better.
Is it? Okay. Anyway, I don't think Verdi would know, like, be able to have a conversation with Aldor. So if Aldor wants to make her big, we've never had a discussion about whether or not she's
All
going
right,
to be.
you get big.
All right, now this takes a round of resolve, so nothing happens yet.
Okay, Sherlock, get ready to jump in her backpack.
It's gonna be a big backpack.
Oh my
It's gonna be
god.
a big backpack.
It
You
allows
fit you and Bud in there.
Okay, the evil little demon thing comes to its senses after getting shocked over whatever unknown thing happened with the monster crawling out of the pit, and glares at you, Verdi, for throwing a rock at it, and then vanishes.
Oh,
And kind of lets out this
Dang it.
echoing cackle. And you can see, the last thing you see as she vanishes is she like takes to the air as these wings unfurl behind her. Meanwhile, this thing lunges at you. So
Verdi.
this balcony is not particularly high. It's just raised enough so that anybody in the room could see it.
Like a church.
Like a church, yeah. And it comes, it leaps down and just kind of splashes across the pool. So it's obviously shallow enough to walk in. And positions itself just in front of Verdi and tries to bite her. With a 7 to hit. And now it's Yoshi's turn, who will look to Doomkin for advice. Sherlock, you're up.
Oh, sorry. I'm supposed to be giving him advice now.
All right.
After Sherlock.
So
Okay.
if Sherlock moves here, will he provoke?
No.
All right. Then he's gonna go ahead and attempt to move there and bad touch it.
Okay. You don't. But you can keep that horrible necromantic energy in your hand and try again later. Just don't accidentally touch yourself.
That generally doesn't happen on accident.
Doom, Ken, you, and Yoshi.
Okay. I'm gonna be telling Yoshi to attack that creature over there.
Okay.
Let's see. If I wanted to throw a spear at it, I can throw it over Sherlock without hurting him, right?
Yeah, you're not going to really risk hurting Sherlock.
Okay. Cool. So,
I mean, catastrophic rolls notwithstanding.
true. Where did it go? Hold on.
At the whim of the die.
No Beano.
I guess I missed it.
You're so concerned with Sherlock's safety, you can't dare make a close shot.
But
Yoshi,
told Yoshi.
Yeah, Yoshi. Did you want to move anywhere else before Yoshi charges this thing?
I would like to move. Can I move right here? I'm not in the pool, right?
That's fine, yeah.
Okay. I just want to move right there.
Let's see. Yoshi has no regard for the water whatsoever and charges into it.
Aw, Yoshi.
You bonehead.
You're gonna smell all wet again.
And
Yeah.
tries to do a bad on the monster and hits it for 1 point of damage.
And the water didn't bother him?
Water doesn't seem to be doing anything to him.
Okay. Did he like kick a skull
He's
or
gonna
anything while he
like
was
wet
in there?
Velociraptor though.
He didn't
It's true.
He didn't get very deep into it. He got in it just enough to reach around Sherlock to hit this thing. So he is not within the circle of skulls. It definitely looks like it gets deeper, like it's a bowl. But yeah, maybe.
Hey, Austin, do you think you could? Oh, I guess you don't have space. Oh, I can hear myself so much through your microphone. Every time you type, it's like.
Well, I moved my mic closer to my keyboard because you guys said it was too far away.
There's just no winning with you, buddy.
I just won't type.
Buds up.
I could dictate and then it wouldn't bother anyone because you can't hear me in the mic.
We won't hear you typing. The shortcut for muting yourself, I think, is Alt-A.
Mm.
I don't know if that's a global shortcut or not.
I looked and I can't mute him.
Oh, man.
Ooh.
Who'd you throw a rock at?
The bad guy.
Well, you hit him. Good job, bud.
Yeah, for a ton
I'm
of
impressed
damage.
you're strong enough to carry rocks.
Bonk. You hit
I'm
him
trying to offload these rocks so I don't have to carry them around.
You hit him just as hard as Yoshi did.
Mm.
All right. There's one less round of bless.
Okay, I am done.
Birdie.
Birdie, that's me. I'm going to take my 5-foot step, and then I'm gonna elbow him in the throat, and then I'm gonna kick him in the shin.
Both of those hit. Well, he's running low on hit points now. Allendor.
Well, everybody looks like they're doing okay. So, wait. Is he in cover now?
Yes.
What about now?
Yes.
You are nearly invisible. You are so behind cover.
He's going to be in recover regardless because of the people.
Unless I stand here.
Yeah, then he does not enjoy cover anymore.
Okay, so can I move? So I was originally here. Can I move there, move from here next to him, and stab him with the pokey sword?
Yeah.
As opposed to the other side?
Well, there's pokey swords, there's stabby swords, there's
This
slashy
is the only
swords.
sword that the group has.
How's that do?
9 damage. 18. Alright. Yeah, that is enough to do a big execution mode hit on him. So he tumbles to the ground. This magic longsword feels real great in your hands, murdering somebody.
I thought it said longsword
Hell
of
yeah, it does.
goals instead of longsword of holes.
It can be both.
And I was like, goals, yeah, I like it.
Alright, well, Allendor Monster Slayer now. You're advancing.
Yeah, you're gonna have to multi-class soon. At this
Yeah,
rate.
you are multi-classed, right? Fighter or something?
Alright, there's a invisible shriek again as this monster goes down, and it lets out what you figure to be a bunch of profanity in Thessalonian.
Just say invisible shriek.
I was about to ask that.
You can't see where it's coming from.
Oh.
It's not necessarily coming from the monster we just killed.
No, it's coming
It's
from
coming from everywhere.
It's coming from this little demon thing
Which we don't know where it is.
that appears here. And the reason it appears is because it's casting a spell,
All right.
So it
Um,
never left.
and Verdi needs to make a Will save.
A will save. How do I do that again? Oh, wait, I'll find it. Will roll, is that it?
Will.
Will!
You
Yes!
did it.
23. Okay, great. So some kind of magic happens, and you feel your body start to seize up and become stiff, and you're like, nah, that ain't me.
Not
Not
today.
today.
Say-
Not about it.
That was just what I was about to say.
And then the shrieking from the thing dying turns into more cool profanity. Sherlock, you're up. Hey, and Verdi's big.
Oh, snap. Does that mean I can move faster?
No.
I can only still move the same speed?
What about reach?
Your reach goes up, yeah.
Okay.
So here, I'll put a halo on you so you can see. You can see just how much.
Man, that
punching
picture
you
is
can
so
do.
much weirder. Big.
Hey, be nice.
I like to think that you're
was.
like you're hunched over because you can't fit in the room.
All right, there's your punch range.
Okay.
Oh my god.
That's my punch range now?
What?
Baller.
It looks like you have so much more HP now too.
Does, doesn't it?
So Sherlock is going to go ahead and put his bad touch away because he's not going to be able to run up there. And he's going to cast Flare on this thing.
Fort negates. Okay. Here comes a fort save. This number is not correct.
Cool.
Good thing I got the book right here.
Oh, I was like, what number?
All of the saves are 0, and that's not true.
Maybe you rolled a 0.
Is it a magic number?
Cool, I got another thing to report later.
Yay.
Alright, now I got a number. So.
Got them digits.
I got a 14, which fails. She's blinded. She's dazzled.
Yay.
I think that's the first time one of like Daze or Flare has worked.
I think that
Good
anything.
job.
No, I've
You
used
broke
it.
the seal.
I stunned him with my stunning fist.
Yeah.
That is not a spell.
You didn't specify a spell.
It's a
It's a
condition.
Daze or Flare.
Sherlock, did you want to move anywhere?
Sure.
Get up in
Sherlock
that
is going to
backpack.
get out of punch range.
I don't like this. Alright, Doomkin's up.
Okay. So I can cast.
Turn into an
what's it
animal.
called? I can't turn into an animal yet. I have Yoshi for that.
Okay.
If I cast Shilolog on my quarterstaff, what's it called?
Shillelagh.
Shillelagh.
Shillelagh. I'll just say however I figure it out. But if I cast Shillelagh on it, I
Yeah.
can do that to my quarterstaff, and it lasts for a minute.
It lasts for a minute per round or per level, so that'll be 20 rounds.
Oh,
I
is
think.
that worth doing on such tiny a creature?
I don't know. You haven't really heard it at all yet.
Yeah, I was going to say it's seeming pretty resistant here.
Okay, I cast that then on my quarterstaff.
Does that make it magical?
It becomes a weapon with a +1 enhancement bonus on attack and damage rolls. For both ends of the weapon,
Yeah. If
Oh.
you,
not bad.
yeah. You were
It
not.
deals damage as if it were 2 sizes larger.
Yep. So it's going to do 2d6 damage. You
That's
can't really
actually
you
cool.
can't really double whirlwind it yet because you're not that great of a fighter. But yeah.
Okay.
So
But this can only help, right?
it can only make you hit harder. Yeah.
Well, if we're not trying to kill it, then it could hurt.
Well, you can still do some violence to it before it, you decide maybe it gives up. Okay,
Okay.
so you do that. Do you want to reposition?
Yes, I would like to. Can I go here? Is that too far away?
That should be fine.
Can I go further?
Maybe. I don't know what your speed is.
30 feet.
Well, then that's
Oh
half
wait, it
of
might
it.
be 25. Hold on.
Should be only 20.
Just a second.
Because I think you got medium armor on.
Yeah, it's 20. Okay, so I can go what? Right here. Here.
All right. Yoshi, you want to give him something new to do? He's content eating
No.
this monster.
All right, there.
Oh, you can't actually go that far. Here,
There?
here, let me show you the cool math.
Okay, I'm
Because
sorry.
it's if you hit Q, it'll give you these waypoints. But the reason you can't go that far is because every other diagonal is 10 feet, like that.
Okay.
So that's as far as you can go.
Okay, right there.
How do you make it move in segments like they're walking on
And
the path?
then
Push Q. Well, thanks everybody.
I like it.
Sherlock, what were you doing again?
I just cast Dazzle or whatever, Flare on.
Was anybody planning on going up there? Like,
Oh,
hit it.
Birdie's on her way up.
Okay,
Oh,
thank
God,
you.
Jesus.
So are you finished, Mr.
I'm just
Beankin?
gonna say I'm gonna tell Yoshi to defend Birdie and me.
Okay. He is uninjured, so he will with a little bit of pouting, give up chewing on this thing, and he will come up behind you.
You eat later.
Round 3, Bud.
Go. Eve.
Move up to Verdi and give her guidance. The end.
Comes a super punch. Hey, only 18 rounds of blessed left. Verdi, you're guidanced and you're blessed.
All right.
And
Go,
it-
Verdi!
How do I use this?
You declare your grappling, and then you make a combat maneuver check.
Okay, I'm gonna walk up close enough, I guess, to here, and I'm gonna grab that sucker.
Yep. So hit the,
Okay.
hit the
Pluck it off the balcony. Oh.
So then I hit CMD,
CMB.
CMB.
And then that number will be 4 points higher than whatever it says.
Okay, here we go.
Unless
Drown
you,
that thing in the
Grab
water.
that sucker.
Unless you turned on bless. I don't know if you figured out your. buffs or
I
not.
do have Bless turned on, and
Okay.
it's got a 6 and a little lightning bolt next to it.
Cool. So
Lightning bolt.
guidance is
probably what I
probably
got.
not turned on. So it looks like you got a 21.
Boom.
Which
How
is
do I turn on guidance?
you have to make another one. That's
Oh no.
Oh no.
I don't even know how you made
Just-
these ones.
I've just been saying I'm using it and then just.
No,
give it-
I'm sorry. Adam made these buttons for me, and I don't know how he made them, so I don't know
Alright.
how to make more.
Because she is tiny and you
And I
are
am
large,
Mhm.
it is
Stunned though, right?
it is
This way,
effort.
like I'm catching a bug.
She's dazzled, not stunned, but
Uh-huh.
it is effortless to grasp her out of the air,
Right.
and you have her in your hands.
I'm bringing her around over to the group.
Are you going to drown her in that water?
I ain't drowning her. I'm passing her
it.
to Allendor. Here.
So
He's not going to be able to hold on to her.
Allendor,
She's
you're-
tiny.
Just clap your hands together.
Allendor's up. She's struggling to escape. She's not going to try and let this happen.
Elendor, I guess he still got the sword out, so he's gonna put it in her face and be like, "Yield, fiend. We won't harm you. We need to talk. Cease your struggling and surrender to our great might."
Make a diplomacy check. Also, secondarily, what language are you doing this in?
Thessalonian.
Your accent,
Yield! Turd bottom.
your accent is terrible. Um, um, so she is struggling and writhing in your hands and casts a spell that only has a verbal component.
Oh, doo-doo. You didn't squeeze her hard enough.
Have, I think, that much control over how I squeeze her.
So she may have to concentrate on that. Let's see here.
If she gets concentrated, I'm shaking my fist. So
Yeah,
can't.
she
I'm
she
gonna
has to
roll
make
some
a
die.
she has to make
Grab
a,
her.
she
grab
has to
her
make a
tongue.
concentration check, and the DC is 10 plus your bonus combat maneuver bonus plus the level of the spell.
My combat maneuver bonus is a 6 plus the 4 you said from whatever it's called, or 3.
Well, she blew it regardless.
Okay.
So she tries to cast the spell, which doesn't require moving at all. It's just her yelling something. And
Hey, Adam, what is dazzled, by the way?
Dazzled gives you a -1 penalty to attack rolls and perception checks involving sight.
So it's just like someone took a flash picture in your face.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, no, she's still entangled. She's not dazzled anymore. But the spell failed, so whatever's happening,
Can I spellcraft?
you can, yeah. She was casting the first level spell Command.
Do I know who she was casting it on?
Nope.
So there's not like an address component of.
I mean, it targets a creature, but because she botched the spell, like, you can't really tell who it was.
Yeah,
gonna
I was
affect.
just-
Like nobody had to make a saving throw, so it's hard to tell who the target.
I'm picturing spellcasting as being like a programming language. I don't know. All right. So I guess I used my turn up with my diplomacy.
Yeah, because this is the first time you've ever had to really speak this language, really.
Okay.
But she's still struggling to escape, but whatever spell she cast, being command, didn't work. So Sherlock's up.
All right, so let's see. If Sherlock goes here, can he grave touch her from there?
Normally you wouldn't be able to, but because Ferdy's got her grasped, that's fine.
Yeah, he's gonna bad touch her then.
Sorry.
Yeah. Can you call it something else?
It is a bad
What?
touch.
It's a bad touch. It's a touch spell.
Not giggle when you say that, though.
Sherlock and the Bloodhound.
A 17 definitely hits. So yeah, success. She is shaken.
Yay. We prefer the term shook.
Cool. Doomkin's up. Keep stacking on the conditions.
Okay. That's persecute. Oh, I can. No, I can't. Wait. Oh, I don't know.
So if you make orange, it's kind of like an old fashioned.
Oops, I did that wrong.
So I can
Is
get
that the X that you're going to give it to us?
right here.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know what you did, but it's real messy.
What who did?
Staff. My shillelagh quarterstaff.
Oh my gosh. Typing.
That's scary. Stop. Stop typing.
Hey, Austin, why don't you mute your mic when you type?
It was very scary.
Typing again.
You're
Try
trying.
typing again.
You're trying real hard.
Die.
Now it's muted.
All right, so Shillelagh, the attack roll is going to be the same as your normal quarterstaff, but it's going to be one better than whatever the roll is.
Okay.
Not
so
trying to
I'm gonna
kill
go-
it. We are trying to capture it, or just knock
I'm
it out.
sorry.
FYI.
Well,
Whatever.
I need to interrogate it.
Force of will.
Doomkin doesn't.
I don't think you had to do it
Doomkin's
that
just
way.
like ah.
The damage we need to redo though, because it's going to be 2d6 plus nothing, or plus 1. So put in a slash roll 2d6 plus 1, and that's the real damage.
How can I do that here? I can just hold on. I found it. Okay, and I'll just re-roll it again.
I don't know how you did that damage roll down there. That worked out really well. 8. So okay, you clock it while Verdi's holding it, and this is what 8 damage to it looks like. Boink.
Flat.
It is small but durable. Like a
Okay,
Lego.
why are there? How do I get rid of those waypoints that are on the map?
They'll go away eventually.
I don't see any waypoints.
Okay.
It's if they're still there, it's because you're desynced a little bit.
Alright.
And Yoshi will continue defending you. All right, round 4, Bud turn.
So if he loses weight, will it be Bud Light?
How long have you been waiting to say that?
I just
Okay, I'm giving
it wasn't
Verdi guidance
anything
again.
that was going on.
Give him Verdi guidance, and that's it.
All right, Verdi. You have this thing in your hand, so there's a couple of different things you can do to it.
Okay.
You
Squish.
squish, yeah.
Break its ribs.
So my ultimate goal is to somehow knock it unconscious, or otherwise prevent it from casting more spells.
Okay, so you can move it. All right, the things you can do are you can make another grapple check, and when you succeed, you get several different options you can do.
Okay.
You can automatically deal your unarmed damage, which for you is a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You can move to pin it, which is like a very severe type of grappled. Pinned is the condition something needs to be in if you want to, say, tie it up or, like, you know, put a gag in its mouth, things like that. Because even though you're big and you got it in your hand,
Yeah.
it's still writhing. It's like got its hands free and it can still cast spells and things. But when you have it pinned, like narratively, that's going to be like you clamping your other hand over it, or maybe like, you know,
Cool.
putting it under your foot and stomping on it, something like that.
All right.
That's probably what you want to
Right
do.
now, it's like she's got a cat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right now, well, I would like to burrito wrap that cat then.
Yeah. So the best thing for you to do would be move to pin. So you're going to make another grapple check.
That's the combat maneuver.
Wait.
So-
What are the consequences of failure here?
It gets free.
There really isn't any.
Okay.
So another thing is, you initiated this grapple. We're gonna get deep into the weeds about grapple rules here.
Ooh, grappling.
You initiated the grapple, so technically you control it right now. Controlling the grapple means you are free to end it at any time. She wouldn't be able to end it because you control it.
Did we also add my +2 bonus on checks made to grapple because of my improved grapple?
We did.
Sweet.
Um,
So the guidance gives me 1 and then the +2.
That's why
Cool,
I was
all right.
21 and not 18.
Sweet. I'm good at maths.
So when you control the grapple, any of these maneuvers you do also gets a +5 bonus.
Oh, well, I'm going to pin the shit out of her then.
So with Bless, with Guidance, with Improved Grapple, and with you controlling the grapple, you're at a +9 on top of your roll.
What about enlarge? Is she stronger?
Enlarge does make you stronger, actually. +10, because it gives you from going from medium to large gives you a +1 bonus.
All right, well, let's...
No,
let's,
+2, because your strength goes up by, oh my gosh, so +11.
+11. So it's not +11 what I have already because we're including the for.
Yes.
It's
From the
going to be
bless.
plus 10 because the bless is already calculated.
So 10 on top of whatever I
whatever
get.
you roll, add 10
Right.
to it.
I would like to pin her, and I want this pinning to include some component of not letting her talk anymore. So maybe like pinching her mouth closed and then like holding around her body.
Yeah,
like this.
I like the narrative of just squeezing her between your two palms.
All right, well then I'll just do that. All right, here we go. 31.
31, barely. Yeah. All right, so she is she's
Kevin, I appreciate you not taking up some gift slack there. While Megan's doing her turn.
all right.
Yeah.
Pinned. A pinned creature is tightly bound and can take few actions. A pinned creature cannot move and is denied its dexterity bonus. Also takes additional -4 to its armor class. A pinned creature can always attempt to free itself, usually through combat maneuver or escape artist. A pinned creature can take verbal and mental actions, but not cast any spells that require somatic or material component. And you've made a point to try and keep her mouth closed.
Yeah, I want her mouth pinned shut.
Pinned character. She still has the opportunity to make a verbal only spell, but it will require a concentration check. Pinned is a more severe version of grappled. Their effects do not stack.
Okay.
So she's at the point now where you guys could like tie her up or some such. But it's Alandor's turn.
So she's got it just totally squished up in her hands.
Yeah, she's fully pinned.
Uh,
Technically, that's not really like interfering with you casting spells on her mechanically. So if you wanted to target her with something, you still could.
yeah, I don't really have anything. I should. Okay, so if I've prepared some spells, I've used one. I've used that preparation of that spell, and it's gone.
Yeah.
Because I'm not a sorcerer.
Right.
Okay.
And you don't have an arcane bonded weapon. You have an arcane bonded familiar. The difference between familiars and items is if you did have an arcane bonded item, you could pull a spell out of it that you've already cast. But
Okay,
You have a frog or something? I don't remember.
It's something like a bat or an owl.
Owl.
Owl. But, we haven't seen him or done anything with him, so.
He might as well not exist.
Man, I don't know. I guess I'm going to try talking to it some more because I don't know what else to do. Like,
You could try and tie it up so she doesn't need to
your hands are all.
Sure.
Sure, I'm willing to try to tie it up.
Do I understand how this works properly?
Yeah, anybody can move to tie it up. You're mechanically best suited if Verdi does it.
Oh,
Like a whole round later.
sure. Then try and talk to her.
So she is going to even though she's bound and basically immobilized, going to start healing. It just happens. And she gains some hit points back.
Maybe we should go dunk her in the really clean water. Maybe that's like holy water. We could holy waterboard her.
Holy waterboard.
All right.
I suggested that earlier, and no one was down for it.
now we have-
No. I'm not talking about this pool of skulls, which doesn't look like holy water to me. I'm talking about the one like ivory
Dorito?
with the super clean water.
Oh,
We got
the one that had skulls in it that looks pretty much just like this one.
Oh man, you know what's real cool is even though she's real tiny little demon thing, doesn't have ranks in escape artist.
She does not.
Does not.
Lol.
Yeah, I know. Well,
Can I stab her?
Can I just for fun?
Really? Because Verdi is holding on to her for you, and
That's
you're just
why I'm
going to
asking.
stab her?
I mean, I tried talking to her. It didn't work. We need a little bit of stick.
No,
To
you
go-
didn't.
Yeah, do we get advantages on punching her if she's all bound up?
she gets penalties. You don't get advantages. She gets a
Okay.
lot of penalties.
Kind of the same difference, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just as a question, is it possible for me to stab her while Verdi has her Squished.
It's like shucking a clam.
Already hold your hands like this, and I'll snap like this. And
All right, cool. So she's gonna definitely try and do some more magic. This is a spell-like ability, so it doesn't require any components, but it does require a concentration check.
Okay.
Definitely punching her in the face next turn.
So here I go. I got a 24.
Ouch.
Does that beat
Jeez.
10 plus your
Six.
your bonus, which is 6? All right, cool. So Verdi, make a will save.
Pretty makes a will save. How strong is my will?
Great.
Not as strong as it should be.
No,
To
the
beat it?
22 is amazing, and no bad news happens. Cool. She's
Working
extremely
this way.
frustrated that nothing is working. But she hasn't given up yet. She's still got a lot of juice in her. Sherlock. Basically, you're waiting around until Verdi gets a turn to like bind this thing. But
Yeah, is it visible at all to me?
yeah, it's visible. You still have complete line of sight and everything.
You could still do the bad touch.
That's definitely what's gonna happen.
I mean, it's already shaken.
Can it be
Oh,
more?
so
but
then
if
it
you
can
touch a
become
shaken
frightened.
creature with this ability,
I
it
asked
becomes
if I could
frightened.
stab it. You didn't say anything.
All right, let me.
Touch it.
You asked if you could stab it. I said you could stab it. You could target it with spells, do whatever you want.
Did say that.
Oh, I didn't hear you say I could stab it. Sorry.
Okay, so it loses its dex bonus to AC, so that's going to knock it down to number, and then it takes another -4, which is going to take it down to another number, and it loses its dodge bonus because it loses its dex. All right, you hit, yeah.
Holy shit.
Eight hit
Cool. So it's frightened.
because it wasn't frightened
It
before.
was shook before. Now it's
No, it was
Now
shaken.
it's right.
now it's fright.
Damn, it's frightened.
If it has
That's
fewer
right.
hit
Sherlock
dice than
has
your sorcerer level.
levels intimidation.
Well, let me check and see how many hit dice this thing has. It has way more than you have sorcerer levels. It's frightened for mundane reasons, not magical reasons right now. Doomkin, you're up.
He is gonna. Can he kind of like stab her with the shillelagh quarterstaff again?
Yep.
Okay, because that's what's gonna happen.
Just like in between.
Technically a stab or more of
In
a
between
poke?
your
Stab.
fingers, poke. It's a poke, but
Prod.
Yep. Okay, 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
poked it. It's getting all kinds of violations.
You want to have Yoshi attack it? I don't know.
Can Yoshi attack it without messing up?
Yeah. The fact that it is
Okay.
pinned doesn't hurt you guys attacking it whatsoever. It makes it better. Like,
Okay,
I understand.
Yoshi's attacking it. I'll
I-
tell Yoshi, eat.
Eat this. Oh man, this fits in.
You might
Eat
want to be
this.
more specific. Yeah.
This is small enough for Yoshi to just eat.
Oh God, I don't think Verdi wants to go along with that.
Talon attack is a hit.
It has been
Loses
given.
its dodge bonus, but gains Verdi's dodge bonus.
Talon second attack is also a hit, and the bite is also a hit.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. The cool news is all of these attacks hit. The bad news is none of them appear to do any damage to it.
Well, I just want Yoshi to swallow it.
Well, he's trying.
If that doesn't do any damage, that might not be a good idea.
That's
Yeah.
true. She could probably do something from inside of it.
There's some kind of effect in place that's keeping Yoshi from like scratching it or the bites from doing anything.
Whack it with weapons.
Round 5,
It's
but
a magical weapon because you shillelagh'd your quarterstaff.
the shillelagh has been extremely effective.
Yes.
Okay. That's not gonna do anything actually. I'm just gonna give. Wait, Did you actually pin it, Birdie? How am I?
Oh, it's pinned.
It is pinned, yeah.
And you're gonna tie it up this next round?
That is my plan, but you don't necessarily know that.
Uh,
Bud is welcome to do whatever he wants to do under these circumstances.
Well, I can't do anything because all of my attacks are regular attacks, and it's not gonna hurt it. So
we don't know that.
You could guidance or just be like encouraging.
yeah, I mean that's what I was just gonna guidance Verdi again. Why not?
I could do some guidance.
I'm into that.
Elendor's not really.
Linder feels unmoored.
Yeah.
Well, you know what,
Know
buddy?
what he's doing with his life since he got his wizard
All right.
PhD.
Lindor, I will hook you up next turn, my friend.
Verdi, you have like rope, I suppose, some kind of binding material.
Oh, I got rope.
Okay, so you can just coil it around this whole thing physically.
Great.
And it looks like a coil of rope with little horns sticking out. But that is going to effectively end the combat.
Does it also make it not able to cast the magics?
You can gag it also, yeah. The problem is, Alendor, make a Knowledge Arcana check. Yeah, it'll keep it from casting spells.
All right. I got you a present, Alendor.
Ooh, delightful.
It did heal earlier just from nothing.
Yeah, and it's continuing to do that.
Maybe Doomkin can just occasionally thwack it with the shillelagh.
Yeah.
Suck
We
it.
could take it out of
He's
the,
just gonna poke it with the
cathedral
shillelagh
and
every
see
now
if that
and
has
then.
any effect.
Take it out of what?
Well, we're in a cathedral and it seems
Mm-hmm.
to be. I don't know. Maybe it's like got an aura thing going on.
I like this idea.
Yep.
So I will carry it. I can't get through the door
And
anymore.
sure, I can just keep touching it occasionally to keep it frightened.
It's
It-
frightened because you keep touching it. It's like, what is with this creepy guy?
It is going to turn invisible.
But the rope is still there.
Yeah, technically it doesn't own the rope, so it's just bound, and you can now there's like a tube of rope that you can look through.
Squiggly rope tube.
Yeah, and you can it is pretty constantly struggling to try and get out of this binding, but it can definitely
So
at least.
Sherlock's just gonna tell us, like, you know, we know you're still there.
So here's the deal. I want to cast light on it,
What do you mean on it?
like touch it.
Make it
Cast
glow.
light. Yeah.
Light. Like you got to put it on a thing, not a person.
Well, is it naked?
Is it naked? No, it's wearing a dress.
I would like to cast it on its dress.
Okay. Hold on. I gotta see this most ridiculous thing here. Okay, light does not allow a saving throw because attended objects are allowed saving throws, but light doesn't. Okay, so now there's an invisible source of light coming from this binding of rope. So you can't really see it. It's just like a flashlight with two beams coming out of both ends.
I'm fine with that. Okay.
Can Sherlock attempt to threaten it and tell it to stop struggling?
Yeah, intimidate, please.
Hold on. Have that thing that can make stuff soiled, right?
It seems to work.
Matt,
Prestidigitation.
Still
you have that right.
gonna squash you flat.
It quits.
You just make the whole thing dirty.
No one's gonna.
It quits wriggling.
Like soil its whole body, and then we would see it.
You just make it shit itself.
I don't know. I can cast water.
I can
onto
conjure
it.
dirt is basically what I can do.
Just cover it in dirt. Be like the predator, but backwards.
All right. Well,
Oh snap! Verdi, make a will save.
So what's our plan with this thing? Like, Elendor, are you gonna talk to it,
Yeah, I
or
was gonna try and talk to it.
Wow.
17 is fine.
it's like constantly trying to get away or something? So
Yeah, it quits wriggling for a minute after, Sherlock says, quit trying to escape. It stops for a minute, and then some magic happens. It appears again because whenever you, do some kind of a hostile action, it breaks invisibility. Verdi, you feel some magic happening to you.
I want to flick it against the wall.
But whatever it was, it didn't work. And
I'm still gonna flick it. Like, stop
All right,
that. Like you thump it.
Lindor is going to talk to it in Thessalonian and say,
Thumping.
"Oh Jesus Christ!"
wow, that's a lot of ouchies.
That's
Stop.
not hard.
okay, I
Look,
would like-
hey, we did not mean to trespass on the sanctum of the mother. Please tell me more about the mother and why you're here. In Thessalonian, in the words of someone who has only ever read the language and not actually spoken it. We like talk.
She is pretty non-responsive to you. Yeah, doesn't
Would
seem
Sherlock be aware
Can I-
that she's kind of ignoring him?
Yeah,
invisible.
well, with the lack of response.
Can I?
Well, I mean,
So I know she's invisible now, but when I
No, she's
saw her-
visible.
She's visible
Oh, visible.
because she
Right.
cast an aggressive action.
I don't know if she's just going invisible after every.
Wait, I thought that we made it so that she couldn't cast spells, but apparently she
only
can.
cast spells with a verbal component.
No, I gagged her.
She's definitely not using her mouth to do that. You didn't hear anything happen. She just
Okay.
she just appeared, and Verdi felt like magic was happening to her, but shook it off. And that's as much as you know
Stop
right now.
casting magic.
does she have any weapons?
He was.
I would give you more information, but Alador did real bad on that Knowledge Arcana check. I would
Okay.
allow any of the other of you with ranks in Knowledge Arcana to allow a check, though.
Could he not do it again because she's done the spell again, or do you only get the one shot?
The one shot.
Okay.
Well, this is do it again because she did something different.
What am I checking?
Knowledge Arcana.
Arcana.
How about now?
So when you said that she can't cast spells, that was technically correct, which is the best way of giving information out. But she's using like demonic spell-like abilities. These are just innate magical abilities that demons have. They don't require any components. They just take concentration.
Right, but what kind of animal is she?
Make a planes check.
A tiny demon.
Tiny. I'm going to give you a pretty hefty bonus because these are very familiar to wizards.
Imp.
She is not an imp. She is a quasit,
Oh, I've heard of those.
whereas imps are.
yeah, it's where like you keep your coats.
Yep, imp,
You.
that's pretty good.
Oh, I was thinking that, but I wasn't going to say it, so I'm so happy that you did. I was like, keep the bad joke to yourself. Take it.
So woo.
Yeah, she's one of these things.
The size of a
No, it's
candle,
so tiny.
or is that a giant candle?
I cast enlarge person on the candle. It's an animate candle.
Yeah, quasits are very commonly familiars, which is how you know about them. You don't know if it's a demon or a devil. You just know that they don't necessarily have to be, but they tend to be made by like a wizard or sorcerer giving up a piece of their soul to create and conjure a familiar that's like literally made of themselves.
Oh wow. Does it have any weapons or anything on it?
Yeah, so it's wearing this actually pretty nice silk dress. It has a little tiara on. It's got a very tiny little black dagger
It's like a chihuahua.
So it's kind of cute.
And it has a necklace with what you figure to be a holy symbol, maybe.
Okay. Can we disarm this thing? Like take the necklace and dagger from it?
Get all these things. Yep, you can do that.
Okay. Doing it.
All right, she's disarmed. Thank you for the raccoon.
Alandor, do you think you can you tell me what's this dagger and necklace, if they're special or any possibly, buddy?
Yeah. I want to do that.
Because I think they look cool, but that's all I can tell.
Okay. Make a knowledge religion check. All right.
It doesn't seem that good, but I rolled a 3.
Oh, what do I know?
All of you are entitled to make this check, actually.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm doing it with guidance. Ah, sucks so bad.
None of us are very good at religion.
Hey, I'm great at religion.
It looks almost like a wolf's head, or like a dog, like an Anubis kind of deal.
It's like the hilt or whatever.
No, the necklace thing. The dagger looks to be it's a lot heavier than it looks. You figure it's made out of cold iron, which is a special material that's like good at fighting demons.
Wait, the demon has a demon fighting thing?
Demons fight demons pretty hard.
Oh.
But it's tiny, so I can.
It is tiny, yeah. It's Bud could get away with using it. It's a little too small. It would not be like.
Hey, Bud,
like a little dagger in Thanos' hand.
Yeah.
Would you mind just pressing that just lightly against our small friend here for science?
Yeah. I mean, I don't really know what it's gonna do, but I trust you.
Yeah, she's very, very vigorously opposed to this and is like craning and trying not to get stabbed by this dagger.
Well, not a stab, just like just like hold it flat.
Where at?
I know you
Where
could
should I?
dagger.
Any specific spot?
A delicate.
The eye.
Oh god.
Hold it up against her eye.
She closes them?
I don't think I could do that.
Just up against any exposed.
Sherlock just like extends his hand. He's like, "Give me the knife. I'll do it."
Don't give it to him. He's gonna go straight for the eyes.
I mean, I'll hold it against.
Using the eyes right now.
Just her arm or
She seems pretty mean, so I'll hold it against her neck. But I mean,
neck is fine.
we'll only do something if we have to.
We have to. It's already been
She is a
decided.
demon, so I mean, she can kind of go to hell for what it's worth.
I mean, Alinda just wants to see if there's like a physical or chemical, whatever, some kind of response to just the material.
All right, well, it's on her neck.
Yeah, but you're trying to do science with a bunch of yokels, so
She's reacting very strongly to this. Don't hold a knife up, but you haven't eliminated the fact if it's a knife or the material of the knife being important, or that it's a knife that's important.
Well, does it matter right now? I don't think so.
You haven't
Okay,
isolated that variable. All right, let's take a break,
Okay.
and you guys can figure out how you want to proceed with this captive.
Oh man, this is where it always breaks down.
Well, if it's got a soul, it's gonna talk or die. Made from a soul.
Pretty
I mean.
ominous.
I was like, God damn. Bud got dark all of a sudden.
I was like, well,
It's
Sherlock
got an
doesn't have
evil
to speak
demon
up now.
soul attached to it.
Yeah, all right. Go
All right,
ahead and try and rescue that.
Y'all go actually break, okay?
All right.
Okay.